yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. And we back, y'all. Our school, y'all. And we back, in our school, y'all. And with the yo, so we're gonna cut that short because we actually did that, and this is the second time I was doing this. So, you know what I mean? Raw and uncut like we always are. It's your host, your baby moms, a.k.a. the Silver Soul, the Surferist, a.k.a. the Multicolored Power Ranger, a.k.a. Professor X, because I handle all my business sitting down with another episode of our school here live once again. You know what I'm saying? S.STREET Media Gang. You already know we're in the building. I'm on live. Shout outs to my one follower that's checking me out on my Instagram. Yo, we got Sunas in the back. We was just talking about some classic songs. We was like, don't wake me, I'm dreaming. That song was, that song, it was cocaine on everybody's table during that fucking, when that goddamn song came out. Christopher Williams, light-skinned brothers were they were at their maximum point in the world. They were coming up, curly hair was everywhere. Everybody had juice sensations. You know what I'm saying? We're back though. Yo, been a little bit under the weather. I still got that cold from last episode. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Went to my nurse and did the walk-in. You know what I'm saying? I support Hood Clinic because, you know what I mean? I got that Hood insurance. And they was like, yeah, you don't need no antibiotics. And I was like, true, sister. I feel you and shit, but the brother is sick, and I ain't trying to take no days off. So that's why we're back again, you know, as we feature those in New York City that are killing the game with their artistic crafts or whatever practice. Yo, yeah, I always connect the dots, you know what I'm saying? I've been reaching out to a lot of people to come on up and, you know what I mean, have a sit down with Professor X here at the Art University of Art Universities of the Super University, and I reached out to a few people, and it was like, oh, whatever. And I always keep these lists of people that I'm checking twice to see who's been naughty and nice with their crafts, and my man's been real nice. He's been doing this thing out here. So without further ado, April 21st, 2019, another episode. I'd like to welcome my man, Kareem Phillip. Y'all, let's give it up. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that, bro.
Damn, that shit was long as hell, man. I was trying to hold this cough and been drinking a lot of water. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my baby mama out there that has been giving me some lemon water drink, you know? Like I said, connecting the dots, always starting off, you know, it's the weather's been, you know, fluctuating. Right. It's been like here and there, you know. It's been keeping me stuffy, you know what I mean? Things like that. Make sure you cleaning out your houses right now. You should be doing some spring cleaning, you know what I mean? Wiping down those ceiling fans and stuff like that. For real, man, you got to keep your house clean, man. It's about time to start opening up those windows.
Oh, I already got mine open. Yeah,
man, you know what I'm saying? That keep those dust bunnies and things like that may be lurking in the corner. You don't want those, and that's when all the sickness come out. Yo, shout outs to all the schools out there, too, that are now out, so you won't see a whole bunch of kids on the train wailing, you know what I'm saying, and bacon, egg, and cheese spills everywhere. You know, it's going to be regular people on the fucking train, which is kind of boring, though. I really don't like it, man. So I like that energy that the kids bring when they're just on the fucking train with you, like, right?
It depends, though. Because when they get a little too crazy and they start wilding and fighting and the train get delayed and I can't get nowhere, that's when I ain't feeling the energy. That's when I ain't feeling that energy.
I feel you. But
most of that time, they got good energy.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love to hear what these kids are talking about. I love to hear what vibe they're on, you know, because they always say, you know the vibes, you know the vibes, you know the vibes, you know the vibes. It's
like their favorite word.
It's like, that's their favorite shit. They're like, you know the vibes. And one of my students, actually, she's like heavy into the arts right now, you know, and she was getting into like branding, but she wants to do logos for other artists or other people and stuff. Right. And I was just like, yo, you got to watch the watermarks on these images that you're taking off, you know what I mean, offline and things like that. And, you know what I mean, what of shop. You know what I mean? Because there's a whole bunch of photo, Adobe, you know what I mean, print. We can make this type of shop app, whatever they're doing nowadays, and shit like that. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. You know what I mean? You want to do that, but you gotta work on that. But you know what I mean? To wheel it all back, Selector, you know, like I said, connecting the dots and meeting you probably. Well, like we was talking in the back or something like 5 years ago. You
5
said?
years.
Yeah, man, that was through paying poetry. Yeah, that was like a platform where we got to feature a lot of artists, a lot of performers, actors, whatever the fuck you really wanted to do. I don't know. I don't even know how we was getting these spots. Sometimes it was kind of crazy, you know. But you definitely came through and you know, showcase your work and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, paying poetry, another community. You know, and that was like 5 years ago. I mean, were you painting before that? Or was you just getting on? How did that start out?
Actually,
How did you find out about that anyway?
Actually, when I first did painting poetry, because I did paint 5 years ago, I did painting poetry twice. The first time, I was a spoken word artist. I was just doing spoken word. And then the second time, I showcased my art. I started painting about 5 years ago, seriously, but I had been doing art for like since I was like 6 years old. But painting poetry is like one of the first few places I showed my work at.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I kid you not. There's been so many. Well, I'm not gonna say so many, but I was in a jam with an artist who I called out last minute, and the guest that came up behind was doing the show on Simply Dope show. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody. Simply Dope, their new show that's on S.STREET Media. You know what I mean? And I brought their guest on my show. It was crazy because I was already trying to speak to her to come up to the show and things like that because I want to feature all forms of art. You know what I mean? And she's bringing in her photographer, and the photographer is like, yo, the first time I actually was like shooting was at Paying Poetry. And I'm not going to say that I forgot about you, bro, but shout out to my man, Eat the Blog, for real, because that was about 5-6 years ago, too. You know what I mean? It was like a consistent thing. So coming on as a spoken word, it was kind of big, too, because everybody wanted to be on top of it, like be a part of that.
I think when I came there was the pilot that was being shot at one point.
Yeah, we was actually shooting a pilot for BET.
And that was when I was there. I did a spoken word piece for that, and then I did a painting piece I had like later on that year. And that was my first year getting into the whole art world. Like that was my first year ever getting into it, because I had just came out of college, maybe like 8 months before, and it was like throughout the whole time I wanted to, like, I stopped drawing for a while, and I wanted to get back into it, wanted to get back into painting. And painting poetry, I came down for spring break. My friend at the time, they had talked to me about this show going on in Bushwick. They was like, yo, let's go. That's when I heard about painting poetry. I got y'all email, sent the email, and yeah.
That's crazy. I really appreciate you, man, for making that mic sound nice. My mic sounds nice. Check one. My mic sounds. You don't know nothing about that. Nez in the back trying to talk about his connoisseur and his music and all that. You don't know nothing about the mic sounds nice. Check one. I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Oh, nah, it sounds even better. You did something perfect. Oh, shit, you just turned it up. See, Math, he's like, no, just don't worry about it. Yo, shout outs to Math, always in the back engineering, you know what I mean? Doing the best that he can here at S.STREET Media. But, again, bringing back the story of Kadeem Phillip, it was like 6 years ago, you're just getting into the art game. Yep. You're just like, through spoken word, you know what I mean? I think a lot of artists do that, too, you know what I mean? They see something, you know. Well, could I say that there was something that you seen that got you into like doing the visual side now? Because you know, you say you starting to work with a painting, or you was just bringing back some.
What it was for me was I loved art. It's always been a passion. It's in my family. My mom is who really taught me how to paint and draw. So that's how that really starts.
Mom's still alive?
Oh yeah.
What's your mom's name?
My mom named Michelle.
Michelle what?
Michelle Phillips.
Michelle Phillips. So you know this part of the show is where we give them their roses and the rounds of applause. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to Mama. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mama Phillips. You know what I'm saying? For spawn this young lad here. You know what I mean? To want to be able to paint or give him that gift, because I think it's a gift too.
Yeah, she's still my biggest fan. Any painting I finish, I send that to her first to let her see. But I always wanted to draw and paint and be a painter, be an artist. But for a while, I just didn't know where to start. I feel like that's where a lot of people get. They don't know where to start to get their stuff out. And for me, it was just like, when I came back to the city, I graduated. I'm like, all right, where do I go? What do I do? And I remember that I'd been to paint poetry. And at that time, I was nervous about showing the art because I hadn't showed it yet. So I did the poetry because the poetry was easier for me. And then as I got to mix and mingle, I met a lot of people that night. So it was just like, I talked about my art, and they were just like, just show it. A lot of people just gave me that encouragement, just show it.
Yeah, bang.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
And I was just like, all right. And it just took me a little while longer. I tried to step out there on my front foot, just try to be like, all right, let me just go for a solo show. I learned that's not the steps to take. That's not the steps to take.
Did y'all seen that meme?
Oh, yeah, that was me. That was me. Like, that first foot step straight to the art gallery. No.
Right? You went to school. You went to school, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
You went to school for business, though, you mentioned.
I did.
So, did you realize that part of the business?
Yeah. I realized you can't skip steps. You can't go. You can't just
The art business is different, ladies and gentlemen, for all you young kids out there and everybody that wants to know why we go so hard, and there's a different type of attachment to the work, because it's like part emotional, and then it's this business that really has no module, you know what I mean, or no like real blueprint, you know what I mean, where you're like, oh, I know, you know, so you stepping into a solo show. Yeah, that was like...
Nah, that wasn't the wave. That was not the wave. That was not the wave. It worked the first time. It worked pretty cool, but I realized, like, I know all these people. So, what did I really do anything? These are just my friends coming to support. I ain't really do nothing. The second time, I was like, oh, I'm in the red. I'm in the red. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm in the red.
Red.
And I ain't got no job. Oh, we got a problem. We got a problem. And that made me realize, like, all right, we got to start from the bottom.
So you said you growing up as a kid, you was drawing and anything like that. What was the first, like, character you drew?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Spider-Man, because everyone in my family's artistic. My mom, my aunts, my uncle. My uncle, he was like my big brother at the time. So I'm 6. My uncle's like 18. So it's him and his homeboys. They go down to the comic book store that used to be downtown Brooklyn. They buy comics, come back, but they sketching. They was all working on a graphic novel, original graphic novel. It didn't fall through because of immigration and stuff like that, so that ends up blocking it. But they wanted the comic, but they didn't want to give my uncle bread because he wasn't a citizen. But my uncle I'd sit there and learn how to draw comics with him. I'd go over that. There was a whole bunch. I used to be on the like graphic novels and stuff like that, like Fist of the North Star. Like I used to be drawing all this.
Fist of the North Star.
I was like, at 7, 8 years old, I'm drawing these things.
Different.
Yeah.
But how I could just imagine that. I see that. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting on the stoop. You know what I mean? And the OG is, you know what I mean, sketching, and you're just looking, and you just like wanting to catch that muscle in Spider-Man's leg.
Yep.
Right. You got to make sure that that's perfect. Like that oval egg. It's like
that weird head shape that you're trying to catch. And it's just like, yo, why is his head like this, bro? But it's just like, and then you gotta catch the eyes at that slant, and you just there for hours, just like, God damn it.
That's real art shit. All right, man. That's what we doing up here at art school. You know what I mean? We talking about those times that are nostalgic because those are, you know, what leads into today.
That
you know
was.
what I mean? So, yo, shout out to your uncle, man, or bigger bro. You know what I mean? For real. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you're doing, you spark that moment right now where we're sitting here speaking about your craft. You know, I always wanted to know what would you consider your style to be now, or yeah, what would you consider it to be?
You know, it's funny. Like I've gotten that question a couple times because.
Or is there a name to it?
I guess people try to label it as surreal art, but I don't really label it as surreal art because I mean, it gets the realistic dimensions when I do people. It looks realistic. It's portrait type in some way. I just call it emotional surrealism. Reason why is because when I do my characters, like my teddy bear character, that is a representation of me, but in a way where I'm expressing my emotion in a different way, in a surreal way.
You have an Etsy for the teddy bear too, right?
I did. Right now, I'm creating my own things
Self-made.
right now.
It's just affiliated.
I'm going through LLCs and all that stuff to make sure everything goes under one website where I'm selling everything exclusive. No middleman.
You adding that to you taking some of that business module that you learned in school?
Yeah.
What school was that you attended?
I went to, funny enough, my school's not even a business school, but they just had a decent business program with a lot of people that were successful in business. It's actually an agricultural school, upstate New York. It's called SUNY Cobleskill.
Oh, okay.
It's like a culinary agricultural school, but a lot of the people that I ended up meeting there, they were successful at like accounting. The teachers were successful at accounting. One teacher had like 4 or 5 businesses. A couple of other teachers were like in current court cases about certain stuff about kids being taken advantage of for education and stuff like that. So I would sit down with those teachers and try to learn as much as I could personally, because I feel like the one thing I noticed, especially now that I've been doing art for like almost 6 years, they don't teach you the business side. There's no lesson for no business side of anything. They don't tell you the finances, savings, how to track it for taxes. They don't teach you none of that.
None of that shit.
Nothing. So one thing I will say that helped me a lot was the fact I came in from the business side, so I knew how some of that stuff worked.
2 things. Paying poetry sport so many people together. It's crazy. Because I'm from East New York, man. And I met a whole bunch of people from everywhere. Where are you actually representing? Where's the hometown for you?
Oh, Brooklyn. Born and raised.
Born and raised. Booyaka. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, because I met so many people, and I think a lot of times, you know what I mean, I don't want to, is it just Brooklyn? You just represent Brooklyn? Is it a particular spot in Brooklyn?
See, because I've been around Brooklyn so much. I lived in Bed-Stuy, lived in Clinton Hills before it was really called Clinton Hills. Went to school, boys and girls. Went to school at Lincoln. I lived in Flatbush.
Yo, did you hear about the coach of Boys and Girls track dying?
Yeah, I'm fucked up over that.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Coach over there. They said he 43 years. 43 years of coaching track and field over there at Boys and Girls High School.
Yeah,
I actually went to Boys and Girls High School for like 6 months. Not even 6 months. It was like 3.5 months.
I did a year, and I was like, nah, I gotta go. I was like, nah, I gotta go.
There's too much smoke over there. So you're representing, you know what I mean, Brooklyn in general.
Exactly.
Right?
I lived all over. I lived all over it.
You fucking with them in the playoffs right now, though?
I want them to win. I want them, but I know it ain't gonna happen. I want them to win, but
Philly looking like a powerhouse on that ass. They need to calm the fuck. Yo, Russell, you need to put more ice in your veins, daddy, yo. Yo, it's another motherfucking episode, you know what I'm saying? Gangland in here. Yo, we've been talking about art and stuff a little bit more with Kadeem, excuse me. Why I say Kadeem? He probably talking about us right now. He probably tuning in. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man. My man Kaheem Archer, you know what I mean? He been in the building. Oh, yeah, shout outs to Mama Shark, you know what I'm saying? My boy Tata and everybody at the family. Well, what was the other thing that I was getting ready to talk to you about? I was gonna talk to you about tomorrow. You know what I mean? And what's that looking for you as far as your artwork is concerned? But you know what I mean? We're gonna play some more music and things. I've been thinking about that new painting. Well, it's not a new painting, but you heard about what's his name shit being stolen? That new Jesus Christ. Well, it wasn't the new Jesus Christ, but it was like the Jesus Christ where he's holding like the clear oval spear thing.
Nah.
Yeah, and how it was stolen. It was like I think they're trying to create the new priceless Mona Lisa piece. I think they're trying to pull a new scheme. Because, you know, the Mona Lisa wasn't actually like that popping until it was stolen or reported as stolen. And they were like, yo, my insurance on, you know what I mean, this bigwig who owned a whole bunch of paintings and shit. But the Mona Lisa is only like 16 by 20.
It really isn't a big painting. It's a really small painting. It's like an average little poster size.
Like,
when I heard that, I was like, I'm thinking this whole time it's like a 30 by 40 giant mural. I'm like, bro. I'm like, that's nothing. I'm thinking like,
that's crazy, right?
yeah.
Tap, 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 tap. See my man Baker in the back. He coming in here because he rap. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, shout outs to the gang in the building, you know what I'm saying? I still got this, this little punk ass cold because my sister nurse wanted me to go on some alkaline shit. So I'm trying that. Shout out to everybody out there trying to remain healthy or working on remaining healthy. We staying healthy in our art world too. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go into a little break. Yo, like I said, it's your host, your baby moms. You know what I'm saying? S.STREET Media. Yo, you can follow us and all that good stuff. Yo, what's your favorite color, bro?
Red.
Red? Oh, fire. I'm thinking about mine. I have too many.
It's just so powerful of a color. Like when you see it, you stop.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like no matter what language, it means stop.
Reach around, that's what 1, 2, 4. I get long, so I get down on the floor. This one, 1, 2, what's the group?
I swear to God, I gotta get my sounds up. My sound boy Burial, next time you come through, because I asked you in the back. I said, yo, son, I need the new sounds because I heard my man Sunez is in the back over there plotting on new music. You know what I'm saying? He's already writing something in his mind already. I see it. He ain't even gotta tell yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, oh, excuse me, you know. Yo, shout outs to everybody that's been tuning in for another episode of Old School, Old School. Yo, 421. 420 fucking 1. Yo, think about this shit, right? Yo, a lot of people sat down and watched the new How High movie yesterday. I was really disappointed in that shit.
I ain't even try to watch it. I said fuck no.
No offense to DC Young Fly or like what's it, Lil Yachty?
Yeah.
Like, but they did How High too, and that shit was like futuristic. But that shit, like, come on, son. Like,
when I seen the little video for it, I was like, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, man. Stop fucking playing yourselves and doing dumb shit. And at least if you're going to do that, have, like, good artwork in it. Shout outs to the last season. The last OG season 2 premieres out. They actually featured a lot of artwork from a lot of individuals in there. It's crazy because this is a scheme I heard that, I ain't hear about it. Shout outs to the Heat family that's always putting me on to making money when it comes to this artwork. And there are sets where they rent out your art. I was like, word. So this season of The Last OG, right, they're featuring a lot of artwork, like how they did in Power and their Empire.
Right.
You know what I mean? And showed a lot of Khalid Wiley's work early on before, you know what I mean, he blew the fuck up.
Hell yeah, because he's out of here.
He's out of here, baby. Bling, bling. He doing the president's picture.
I think he got artist residency somewhere overseas. Where he doing it? Like,
He got artist residencies everywhere.
Hell
He's
yeah.
not even doing his own work. Yo, is that something that you're interested in?
What, having people do my work for me? Nah.
No.
I don't care how big the piece is. I gotta put in the man hours for it.
Oh, no fucking Damian Hirst. Hey,
Can't
you
do
Damian
that
Hirst.
Can't
Hey, you
do that
asshole.
shit.
You don't do your own fucking work, asshole.
I can't do that shit, but they got like a whole fucking team of doing they fucking work and shit like that.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I was looking at Murakami shit, and I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I fucks with you, man, because you mad humble and shit. But you're not doing your own work, asshole.
When I found out he didn't do his own shit, I was like, oh, come the fuck on. I was like, come the
So you're not going that route.
Nah.
I hear you, champion. You know?
I don't care if I gotta do a whole wall of fucking painting. I'm fucking going. I'm gonna fucking do it.
Straight up. This chronic is great. I've been smoking since I think 3 o'clock yesterday. 4:19. I was smoking since 4:19.
Shit.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. Yo, so you're not into that
Nah.
social media though. Social media, how's that working for you?
What I do is I just show my real life. I show, because there's too much gimmicks in art now. And it's kind of annoying. But I think the best thing is to be yourself.
Social media wise, right?
Yeah.
It's cool. I fucks with social media artwork. Like, how do you what's your take on social media museums, like art museums, like these pages that just grab portraits, or they just grab like pictures and be like, oh yeah.
I don't mind it if you definitely giving another way for people to meet or see the artist. Because that could just be a great tunnel to meet another artist or see another artist. That's another way of kind of getting on. So I'm for that if it's about putting the artist on. If it's not for putting the artist on, you just putting up work while tagging artists, giving anybody no credit, you can get the fuck out of here.
Who's taking the chip this year for you?
I want to say anybody but Golden State, but I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
It looked like a 4-peat.
Yeah, a 4-peat. Because I'm thinking
I'm
about
using
it. I
my
don't see it.
I'm using my Illuminati button right now to stop that bullshit. I'm using my Illuminati.
You know why I say Golden State, and I hate to say it. It comes to a point where like I seen it with the last Clipper game, where you realize ain't nobody really guarding Kevin Durant if he chooses to play as hard as he can. When he chooses to play good, because he chooses when he wants to pass up shit.
You know,
Because he's able to on that team. He don't have to be the best player on that team.
this is we're talking about art, and I said in the back, and I reneged. I said I swear we will not talk about like art. I mean art, non-art related shit. But I just thought about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, why aren't they letting us do like the jerseys more? Like these, yo, you know what, NBA? Hold on.
That'd be fire.
Yo, you need to start letting some of these artists do the fucking, because Brooklyn is over there getting sued by Coogee for impersonating looks and shit and all this other stuff. Yo, stop. I know y'all tired of lawsuits, so just like put my man on. You know what I'm saying?
I'd love to do it. In a heartbeat, I'd do
Wait,
fucking
pick a
jersey.
team right now.
The team I do a Bulls jersey.
Ooh, I think everybody wants that Bulls jersey.
That Bull jersey. If not the Bulls, one that I love to just mess with colors, the Hawks. Because they've had a whole bunch of different colors.
Yeah, the Hawks jerseys have been, the Hawks jersey,
fire.
yo, the Hawks jerseys have been horrible for the last 15 years, god damn it. Who's designing the Hawks stadium and shit? It's horrible. Come hire us, okay? Fuck, man.
Ain't hard to
What the
find me.
hell is going on? Ain't hard to find us. You know what I'm saying? You go on Instagram, be like artist for hire. Are you for hire?
I am for hire. If you hire me, I'm willing to do the job. Just know my rate is my rate. You ain't gonna argue me down on my rate. What I tell you is what I'm charging you. If you're gonna do it hourly, you're gonna do it hourly. You're gonna do that. It ain't never gonna change.
I feel you. I was thinking about that too. We was talking about Cash Money, and it's that soul that it takes away from you sometimes when it's So I was doing my thing. I'm not gonna put it on the air, but I'm gonna put it on the air. Fuck it, right? I got some Cash Money. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good at it. I didn't feel good doing it. I was feeling bad. You know how? I mean, yeah, we wanna work. You know, but the money.
Sometimes not every purchase, not every buy is great. Not every deal gonna make you feel good. It's just like sometimes you be feeling like, it's part of the business though.
Yeah, it's part of the business.
It does. It's the sucky part about it. Sometimes not every deal is the best deal. Sometimes you just walk away feeling a little empty from it.
It's part of the business. It's part of the business. Right? Yo, SG Media, you know what I mean? Gangland, we here with my man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I was thinking about this too. If you could paint the you could paint the trains over.
Yeah.
You only have 2 colors. What would they be?
Shit. I think purple and baby blue.
Going through the train station?
Yeah.
That gotta be what side of the hood would that be on? That'd be a fire ass hood. That'd be fire.
I
Yo.
just think that just be bright as shit. You can never miss that shit.
Oh, we missed this part too. Books you reading?
I got a few I'm reading. I'm reading 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. I forgot the author real quick. And I'm reading the 4 Agreements. Mainly, I've been working on a lot of self-work with myself, like the way I see the world, and just the things I tell myself and how I speak to myself and what I put into myself and how that comes back to me in the universe. So,
could we be seeing that in the artwork in the future?
oh yeah, you'll definitely see that in the artwork in the future. A lot of the artwork I'm coming with is about manifesting. What we put into the earth is what we get back. What we put into life is what we get back.
So what's that gonna be? Is that gonna be like 2D work, 3D work? Is that you going into installations and stuff?
I want to try my hand at installations. I just don't know when or how yet. But in the big picture, in the next, because I always like to plan out 5-10 years ahead. I do have it planned to do my first installation. Wait.
I hear that. If you could have your piece anywhere in the world right now, where would that be?
Damn. I got two. The Louvre. I would love to have a piece of work in the Louvre. And I always wanted a piece in the Guggenheim.
The Google. Why is that? That's like that bitch that you want to spank. That's who that is. The Google is just like the artist like fetish. Like I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Like I just want like.
I feel that way about MoMA. I feel that way about MoMA.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that way about MoMA. I feel like every artist is just like, I gotta get in there.
I gotta get it just one time. I know she's a hoe. I know that she lets everybody play with her walls, build spaces in here, and I can't come in here when I want to. I know what type of time she's on. She's filthy. She charges everybody to sleep with, to spend a night with her. Fucking bitch.
I'll be honest, my dream is to be able to get the Guggenheim for one fucking, whether it's like a week or a fucking night pop-up exhibition. I love to do that shit. But I turn that shit into like a fucking, I'd end up having like a fucking party in that shit. And
Yeah,
just destroying
facts,
all
yo.
that shit. And just,
Facts, that's a Snapple fact. Yo, that's the only way that you gonna do that. And
hell yeah.
Like, they're doing that at PS1 though, heavy.
Yeah, I see that at PS1. I've seen that all the time at PS1. I was like, that shit's dope. But I definitely want to do some shit like that in the Guggenheim. And like that big ass spiral section, just motherfuckers just like fucking jumping and partying all throughout that shit.
Yo, PS1, yo, y'all should come fuck with us. You heard? Yo, art school. You feel me? You see it. It's spelled with a K. You know what I'm saying? S.STREET Media. Yo, it's your host. You know what I'm saying? Your baby moms. You know what I'm saying? S.STREET Media. Follow. Gangland. I was thinking about this one spot that I would love to just say, this is the biggest, well, I can't say that. Excuse me. Billboards, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that looking for you? The billboards and the charts. Like, where you see yourself in the next 5 years? That was a spacey ass question, but
next 5 years, I see me turning this into a full-fledged business where I'm not working for anyone. I don't have to do multiple things just to make a profit from this. Actually, I want to own a studio space that's accessible to neighborhoods or kids in the area that want to draw, like that need space to paint. I want to own a studio space in Brooklyn for kids like me. Who just is like, I ain't got no place to go paint. And they can learn, they can do all that stuff. That's what I want to do in the next 5 years. 10 years beyond that, it's a lot of business talk. But
I mean, hey, man, shit. Yo, get out with us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The hell you talking about? You supposed to be doing for your community. That's what the artist is supposed to do. But a lot of you are stingy. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop being like that. Yo, it's your host, you know what I'm saying, your baby mom, a.k.a. the Silver So the Surfers, a.k.a. the Multi-Color Power Ranger, a.k.a. Professor X, because I handle all my business sitting down. Bars. Yo, I've had this cough, been drinking water and all types of shit. I might go back to the to my nurse and be like, yo, Bumblecleave, I've been taking Robitussin DM all night, and my shorty is getting tight at me for coughing all fucking day. You know what I'm saying?
I could give you a mixture. Try ginger, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and take it together.
Herb.
It's a kick, but
I need a kick right now.
It's gonna be a kick in the ass, but it'll
Wake me up.
It helped my head decongest. Like, you know, that decongestion feeling that you usually feel, like open up my nasals, decongestion. It's a pain in the ass, but a bitch to take down.
You know, I'm alive though. You know what I mean? Staying consistent is the key. That's what you've been doing with your work.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
consistency is the biggest. Consistency is the biggest part of this. It's about like I'm gonna say it's about 60%. You can have a bunch of ideas, but if you ain't consistent in putting your shit out, no one's gonna give a fuck.
Nobody knows. You know what I mean? Shout outs.
Damn. Shout outs to my Fantasy in Color. Also, we do a podcast over there, Fantasy in Color Podcast. I'm a co-host of that.
Yeah.
So shout outs, check that out.
You was just in the Bronx today, right?
Yeah, just did an interview on BronxNet TV. Promoting the show we got coming up April 25th. Actually, for my next gallery, that's going to be the first place I show my first piece from my next gallery that I'm putting out. Shout outs to my mom, for sure. Mom's always on it down. Biggest fan. Gonna go see her for the first time in like 6 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And, man, my brother's most importantly, me and him sit down, we talk business. We be up to like 3, 4 in the morning talking business ideas and moves. And he's like my OG. He makes sure that I know how to move and how everything goes out here. So those are my biggest shout outs.
Heard.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? Get home, get some soup, chill, relax a little son. Watch everybody. Well, I heard OKC was up. You know what I mean? Not really sure. You know what I mean? How that's going. You know what I mean? Get to lay up.
That's my favorite series right now.
Yeah, it's hot.
That Dame Russ battle.
Dame been going. He's been getting freaky, boy. Jeez. Yo, give my boy some type of, some clout. Shit, I guess that's what they calling it nowadays. But my man Damian Lillard is going ham, boy. For real. I don't, like, he's a
problem.
Yeah. He's definitely a problem. And he's making the Blazer jersey look very good. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to all my Portland gang. You already know. My man Joe Swad, he was just up here last week. He's actually from Portland. You know what I mean? He was just like how it's just like one. That's it. Portland, Oregon. That's it. Ain't nothing else. Ain't like no other city. And nothing. It's just Portland, Oregon. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, shit. Everybody just live in Portland? He's like, yeah, it's just pretty much that's what it is. You know what I mean? So shout outs to the, what is that? What are you going to say? A state that has one
Oregon?
city?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one city.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Like, I don't get it. But, you know, we from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I went and copped the 96 joint. Whoo, this pennant fitted. Shout out to all my hat connoisseurs out there. 96. What was going on in 96 for you? You
I
remember?
was 6.
You was 6.
Just starting to draw.
You was
First grade and just starting to draw.
Just starting to draw.
Yeah.
Jordan, Jay-Z album dropped. Was the Sixes came out in 96. What else was popping in 96? The 96 Blizzard. And what else was going on in 96? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? That's why you got Google for all the new kids. Yo, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? It's been wonderful. Yeah, I appreciate you for sliding on through.
Yo, anytime,
you know
bro.
I mean? I hope that we could get a little bit more convo going on and stuff like that. Oh, before we go, yo, what color belt you think you got in the art dojo?
Damn. I'd say probably like a blue belt.
Got some time to go.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's gonna be a long. I feel like it's a while before you hit that master level, but it's about the journey. Not about where you get to.
Wisdom. You're on your way, brother, and that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we appreciate you, good bro.
Appreciate it.
One love. Another episode. Oh, school. Oh, school. Oh, Math was already bringing it in. I heard it was like low key. The music was sliding in. I like how you did that though. He's like, yup, you already know. Yo, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, S.STREET Media. Peace.
也不停止想了。